Hey guys, it is Bopa
and Bodhi,
and we are doing a questions and answers video. This is for you, babe. So my question is, how is your relationship with Isaiah? Is it difficult sometimes knowing your role in his life? And did you guys go through a tough period?
we never went through a tough period. I think that our relationship is great. The only thing is, he's like a teenager.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if any of you guys have teenagers, you know how that is. So, but overall, it's wonderful.
He loves her. He loves having her, and he loves that we're all a family. That's all Isaiah has ever wanted, and we have that.
And I think he likes the fact that I'm like, not saying that you're not athletic or anything, but I'm like sporty.
Oh,
really? Yeah, we like to go out. She does too, but we like to do fun.
Oh, really? Yeah. All right, honey. Okay, this one's for you too, babe. Was it ever hard for you knowing that you're not the biological mom and that people may not acknowledge you as a parent?
I thought that would be difficult before Drake was born, but now that he is here and we go to doctor's appointments and things like that, or if we even see her old friends, she always takes the initiative to introduce me and to let them know, I am her partner, I am Drake's mom also, and I think that helps other people a lot. It just makes them a little bit more comfortable, and they do acknowledge me and they talk to the both of us.
I think it's my role just as much as hers to interact with as much people as we can, and being confident and being you kind of got to be in their face, because a lot of people, especially around here, there's not a whole lot of lesbian or gay families, so we might be the only one that they know, so we have to be extra nice, extra smiley, no matter, even if we are uncomfortable, act like we're comfortable so they can be comfortable. And I think that honestly we've got nothing but great feedback. We haven't really experienced anyone being ignorant regarding our family. I mean, people do stare sometimes, and even then my answer to that is smiling, or I say hi a lot. I'll be like, hi, how are you?
Hi, hello.
And then people normally say hi back, all uncomfortable, hi. But I mean, you have to be like that. You can't be negative. You can't let how anybody is bring you down or let it ruin things. I think that a lot of people are just curious. What does Drake call you guys? What is Drake's name for us, honey?
Mom and Ma. Ma means mom also, but in Cambodian. And sometimes he'll just call us both mom, actually.
How do we resolve conflict in our relationship?
We put on boxing gloves.
That would be dangerous if we had boxing gloves. I think that one of the hardest things initially for us in our relationship, when we would come to some kind of disagreement, is the fact that we handle things differently. I'm one of those people who I like to solve the problem right away. Let's get it out there, let's move on from it, and be done with it. She is opposite of that.
I want everything to be calm, quiet, and then approach it.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there starting to fume because I want to get it over with right away. The more time that goes on in my head is the more time that I have for her feelings, for my anger to grow. But that's something that we work on. And so now I kind of know, okay, I got to give her a little bit of space, because no matter how much I want to talk about it right now, she's not going to talk about it. Nothing's going to get solved. So we talk a lot, and maybe not initially, but then when we do talk, we talk. And I think a lot of the times we get a lot of things out through email, which is kind of weird, but it seems to work for us. She can tell me her feelings more
if I write it down.
She writes it down. And at first, to me, I didn't like that, because I was like, that's not how you're supposed to communicate. But really, when it comes to relationships, there's no rules. Whatever works for you, and that tends to work for us.
It's a different kind of communication, even if it's not verbal, it's written down.
As a family, do you have a bucket list? And if so, what's the one thing you want to accomplish the most?
The one thing we want to accomplish the most is this year, try to get a house.
Definitely. I think that we've had a couple things on our bucket list. Drake was definitely number 1, and he's here. Even though he probably should have been like number 3 or 4, but he's here. Definitely house. What's something that you can't stand about each other, even though we love each other? Anyway. Say it.
Huh?
Say it.
And she's always looking at me like really like in a passionate way most of the time, but like she has this look sometimes like I feel like I'm annoying her. I don't like it.
In my defense, sometimes I make facial expressions and I don't realize it, and it's not to make anybody feel any type of way, but my nickname growing up was Faces because I make a lot of them.
Well, how do you say it in Spanish?
Caras. So therefore, it's just something that's in me, and I try to control it. And honestly, sometimes I have to not look at her, and what something that I can't stand about Bodhi. Let's see. I think that probably the one thing that is very hard for me that we already talked about is the fact that she doesn't talk to me right away when something's wrong. And sometimes she can continue to talk to me normal, but then bring up something that was wrong later on after we've been talking normal. And I'm like, wait, what? How do you get mad at me now when you've just been talking to me normal? But then she's not ready to talk about it, so therefore she doesn't show any type of anything until she's ready. And that's probably something that I'm just like grinding my teeth over at times, because I'm like, I thought everything was fun. Are you working on that?
You know I am.
I know you are, but that's why you're supposed to defend yourself.
Yes, I'm working on it, people.
Okay.
I am.
Okay, so someone put, my wife is also Cambodian, and she has a big family like Bodhi, and I love them all. Do you have a close relationship with Bodhi's family? You know, I honestly do, and I'm very lucky. I feel like when I met them, you know, they were all so nice and kind and loving, and I felt like I'm part of their family. Like, I feel so comfortable there, and I mean, they're like all loud and laid back, and sometimes in your face, sometimes not in your face, and I feel like, honestly, like they're my brothers and my sisters too. I love all of them.
She can be herself.
I can be. Like, and no matter what that is. And it's super, super comfortable. As far as my parents go, I'm close with my parents. You know, initially when I first came out to them, I think that was hard, you know, and I did give them some space, and it's taking them, you know, time in order to fully accept everything, and even up until now, you know, I mean, even us telling them that we were pregnant, like, you know what I mean, like, we went through things, but as time goes on, things are getting better and better, and I feel like things have gotten so much better.
I think so too.
And we're very blessed. We definitely do that. What would you like to be like if you never met? I probably were fitted. This would probably be me.
Yeah. STEM.
Maybe. Who knows? Bodhi definitely made my feminine side come out more. But before I actually met her, I was in the process of exploring different sides of myself.
Well, of course, we wouldn't have Drake. I think that maybe I would still be living at home with my parents, and I don't know if I would have come out of the closet completely.
She wouldn't have, because she wouldn't have met anyone like me to make her want to do it. I don't know if my life would be as together as it is now. I think that Bodhi definitely grounded me, and she made me see and feel everything that I never knew that I could have. I always tell her, like, I used to sit on my front steps outside, you know, and I'd always go out at night and look up at the sky and just talk to God and be like, one day I'm gonna be happy. One day I'm gonna have everything I want. And now I do.
I think that I was kind of like similar in that way because I kind of like gave up on finding someone, and I think that I wanted to just like date but not like really take it seriously. So I think I would still be doing that. My life wouldn't be together either.
Wardrobe change. So we're totally in different clothes because I believe our camera died and we ran out of time making the video. Our children came home, so we had to wrestle up the rest of the questions, and hopefully we got them all. So okay, what's the next question?
Who takes longer to get dressed? Guess. That would be her.
Okay,
Really?
I do. She'll be like, I'll get dressed, tell me when you're almost ready, then I'll start getting dressed. And what happens is when I'm completely done, she's still getting dressed then.
How does that even make sense though?
You are.
Well, we do, when we do get dressed at the same time, who takes longer? That's the question. Alright, fine. How do you ask a girl out if you are shy?
Pass her a note.
Mark yes if you like me, no
Send
if you
her a
don't.
text message.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. I mean, I'm shy. Okay, I lie. That's a complete lie. I'm not. I'm shy in certain situations. When it comes to I know, I lie. Because when I do. Because when I first came out and I was like trying to find someone to talk to, and I would like go out, I didn't know how to approach girls at all, and it was like awkward and weird. And I think I had my friends do it a couple times.
I'm very shy.
How
But
would you ask girls out?
I've approached girls
What
in
would
the
you
club
say?
and stuff.
Nuh-uh.
I have. You know,
What did you say?
the one thing that worked, if you see like I guess a nice girl at the bar or something, you're gonna go up, you're gonna offer to buy her a drink. By the time the bartender makes her drink and come back, you have 2 or 3 conversations put in the shit.
But how do you know she's not just gonna take the drink and be like, thanks?
I mean, she's at the bar for a reason, so you offer to get her her drink.
But I think that too, when you do approach her and you say, hey, whatever, see what her vibe is. Like, see if you can feel it. Okay, being out at a bar, and if I'm not interested or not trying to talk to nobody, if I'm just on my zone or whatever, I'm not gonna throw out that, hey, you know what I mean, or hi. I'm just gonna be like, hey, and look away. And then if someone wants to buy me a drink after that, am I gonna take the drink? Probably. And be like, thank you, cheers, and walk away.
That's your way of getting in. If she's not interested, you're gonna know she's not interested.
And you're out $10 or however much the drink was. But at least you know.
But you're gonna go home not wondering if you could have pulled that girl or not.
That's right.
I'm gonna answer the
You're
question.
like very passionate about that.
What are our real names?
So, our real names. Everyone has been asking us this for a very long time, and we've never